Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's the one and only Jay Stein and the Stock Market Show coming at you with the little Tuesday morning pre-market edition. Let's jump right into it. All right, first off, we're looking at a 10-year that's slightly up, along with the dollar that is slightly up, along with oil that is slightly up. Oil is actually almost up about 1%. With that said, the S&P did make a nice little run up yesterday. Well, I wouldn't say a run up, but it basically held its, high, I guess you would, from last week. So with these conditions and the fact that it did hit that high again, we could see a little bit of a pullback, in my opinion. The setup is there. Granted, it is very early. Like I always say, these numbers are subject to change. However, with this setup being what it is, and again, that S&P placement being what it is, in conjunction with my support levels and where they're at, I can see a nice little pullback happening today. Now, with monetary policy from the Fed, I don't see that changing. So I don't think the drop will be too dramatic, and I can imagine by the end of the week we'll be at new highs, knowing what these people are doing. Anyways, Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin. Like I said, hold your freaking cojones, because let's see, Bitcoin itself is almost up to 55K again. So all the altcoins are trending very highly, which makes me feel better. Now, you don't get worried about it when it takes a dump if you're holding it, but it doesn't feel good. It just doesn't, to see all your gains like cut in half. It's like, man. But oh well, it's coming back, and that's what matters, because then that makes me feel better in life in general. So there's that. I don't give. Hold on, I got to give the disclaimer here. This is not a financial advice. You should consult your financial advisor before. What was it? Screw it. Make up your own mind before you make any decisions in your investments. Right. This is an entertainment channel show only for entertainment purposes. Anyways. Now, what I would do if I wanted to buy a Bitcoin, I would buy it now, or yesterday, quite frankly. Anyways, so earnings coming up today. Oh God, we've got a lot of earnings, but most importantly, in my opinion, is AMD. Now, if you've been paying attention, which is only a few of you, but I've been saying AMD is a really good buy from a technical position, and also from in their sector, semiconductors on a micro and macro scale, given that there's a shortage between them. Well, those guys are announcing their earnings today after the market closes. I'd imagine that's going to be pretty good. And that their forward-looking guidance, more importantly, is what's going to be looking really good. I'm very excited about that call. I might even listen in on that call. So if you're not already in it, take a look at it, see what I'm seeing, and know that the earnings coming up. Let me take that back. The earnings might not even be that good. It's the forward-looking guidance that's what's going to matter on AMD. So we've got BP, 3M, we've got GE, HSBC, we've got Raytheon, UPS, Eli Lilly, Novitas reporting here this morning. Some of them already have. Then this afternoon, we've got a little company called Microsoft. Okay, Google, another real small company. I'm sorry, Alphabet, another small company. We've also got Visa. Okay, we've got Texas Instruments. We've got Amgen, and again Starbucks and AMD. So this is just a little bit of an earnings day, slightly. Could absolutely move the market tomorrow if these guys don't come through. And in the age of COVID, earnings, like I said, earnings almost don't really matter, but it's the forward looking guidance. And the more that the mainstream news says, oh, this is the greatest case shape recovery ever, and everything's going to be great, and all these big companies are like, rah, rah, yeah, this next quarter is going to be fantastic, and whatever, and the stock market will go up. Or they all say, hey, our companies have gone to crap, and we're no longer going to make money. Well, the Federal Reserve will print a bunch more money, and the market will go up. No, I'm kidding around. I mean, there's no telling what's actually going to happen, but these are definitely. I mean, this is a big earnings day for sure, so we need to keep an eye on all of that. Let's see here, but as of right now, everything's pretty much flat. Holding right where it was at yesterday. Like I said, the Dixie oil and the 10-year are all up. So this is kind of like a tug of war between the earnings and between the setup from the fundamental basis of the 10-year, the oil, the Dixie, and the overall market. So it's going to be interesting to see. Now, in terms of stocks worth watching, all right, look. So my stocks from pretty much last week are all pretty much still in play. I had to subtract one or two of them. Alpha Pro is still looking very, very good. And I found one today. It's called Go Health. Ticker is GOCO. They're an insurance brokerage company. They're looking prime. Like, I want to buy it. Like, I really want to buy it. So there's that. Definitely take a look at it. If you look at it, you'll see what I see, maybe, or you might not. But if you see what I see, you'll see why I like it. Anyways, AMD, of course, is still very much in a prime position from a technical basis. And if their forward guidance is good, which I'm of the strong belief that it will be, this could be a really good entry point. Because if it is good, we could see a gap up in it big time tomorrow. And the downside potential on it, I mean, you could risk anywhere from 2 to 4% on a gap down type situation, in my opinion, from my analysis. So anyways, that's that with AMD, GOCO, and APT. Those are definitely my prime picks. So APT, Alpha, Papa, Tango, GOCO, which is Golf, Oscar, Charlie, Oscar, and then AMD. I hope you know AMD. Now, also still on my list is Frog. Don't get it twisted. Frog has a lot of upside potential. They're pretty awesome. NC, ticker INCY, very much in play. NKLA is still setting up very, very nicely. On the chart, it looks like little increments, but percent-wise, it's actually pretty nice. So as it's building up and setting up to really make a run, this thing's going to be very profitable. And then VRTX, the pharmaceutical company, it's frustrating me, but it's still in play. And like I tell people, like, look, the way I find my stocks sometimes can be a little preemptive. So I might buy it, and it might take a couple days for it to actually do what I want it to do. So long as it doesn't go down too far, then I'm okay. Now, if I buy it and it drops, 6%, then I need to make that 6% back up and then another 10% after that. So I need to cover 16%. Now, if I buy it and it drops, 1-2% in a day or two, and then the next day it picks back up. Anyways, you get the point. But none of these stocks have really done that. They're all kind of going up a little bit, with the exception of Veritex, which did take a slight dip. But they are all definitely still in play. I post them at the bottom. So if you're interested in looking for a new stock to buy today, take a look at those. If you like them, understand that I like them. And that'll be that. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much all I have. Other than Tesla. Tesla came out. They beat the numbers, but they've got some issues, like I discussed yesterday. That car, crashing here in Houston and killing 2 people doesn't look good. And as I understand, the company actually sold a little bit of their Bitcoin just to prove liquidity. So I guess that was a good idea. I personally don't agree with that move, but what do I know? And also, I think it has to do with the semiconductor shortage. I think between all of those, it's dragging it down, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna go back up because people don't care. The people that own and buy Tesla hand over fist are the people that have that cult following. Elon, Musk. They're the ones that are going to DVR Saturday Night Live, even though that show sucks and hasn't been funny in decades. All right. I don't even know what he's going to do on Saturday Night Live that's going to be funny. I mean, the guy's cool. Don't get me wrong. I like him, but I just can't see him being much of a comedian, which actually, you don't really have to be a comedian on Saturday Night Live because it's not freaking funny. Anyways, guys, that's about all I have for this morning's little pre-market update. Watch out for a slight pullback on the S&P. Let's keep an eye on these hot stocks of my picks. Definitely AMD. Let's see what it does. And then GOCO. That was my fresh find of the day. And everything else on my little hit list this week is still looking good. I will post those on my Instagram, so feel free to subscribe to that as well. Anyways, guys, please thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. It makes me feel just better in general. My self-esteem, goes up a little bit when I see that kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, with that said, enjoy your day, make some money, and I will talk to you later when some newsworthy events happen. Anyways, much love, guys.